Hi, Stouffville. We're back with Councillor Phil Bannon, and we're getting a very, very clear and exciting, dynamic understanding of Councillor Bannon's vision as mayor for this lovely town, and the importance of someone who is strong as a leader, who can stand up with the other mayors at the regional area and arena in order to get what we need for our town, our portion of what it is, and to be seen as a presence in the regional area. You have more than this, though, under your sleeve, I know, Councillor Bannon, regarding your vision for Stouffville in the future.
We've got a tremendous vision, Charlene. We have a tremendous vision, and this election is going to be an interesting election. If I can just make a comment on that. This will be probably one of the most important election decisions that the residents of Stouffville are ever going to make because of the growth that we have forecasted in the future for this municipality and the level of knowledge and experience that we need on council to move forward. You're going to have at least 4 new council members on the next council, sitting on the next
Huge.
council. You need somebody as the mayor who's going to be able to provide the direction to these 4 new members of council, to provide them with the support, to provide them with the direction, to provide them with the background information and the drive to move forward and do the right thing for this municipality. Understanding that each one of them is coming from a personal agenda, from a personal ward perspective. I have a vision for the whole municipality, and I have to take each one of those individual visions from a small ward and put that all together to make sure that each and every resident in this municipality benefits from us all working together and that everybody receives the same support in their communities for issues that are important to them. For me, this municipality, it makes my heart tingle when I think of the opportunities that I have to lead this municipality and move forward. I've had the opportunity to meet with the arts group, with the cultural groups. I've had the opportunity to meet with the special sports groups and the different community groups. And I want to bring that new vision to this town where we're going to develop a really strong bond and relationship with our arts and our culture groups. Having had the opportunity to meet with probably 5, 6 of the different culture groups in town now, identifying what their concerns are, what their issues are. And they all want the same thing. They all just want to come out and be part of the community, to enjoy everything that happens in this town, the wonderful excitement that we thrive on in this town. And my discussion with them is, I want to see you on the street. I want you to come out of your houses. Join us at the Strawberry Festival. Join us when we close Main Street and be part of that activity, be part of our culture, and let's all share this together. And they're looking forward to that opportunity to invest in a business in town, to provide those services. Because right now, what a lot of them do is they work during the day and they come home and they stay in their homes and they'll jump in their cars and maybe they'll go down to Scarborough, maybe they'll go down to Markham, and they'll enjoy some sort of cultural activities, social activities, and entertainment activities down there. In my discussion with them, we are going to work together to provide you with that activity space and those programs here. I'm going to provide a cultural center for this community where people can get together and have kitchen facilities and social activity space and parking so that they can all get together and share the time together. And we as a council, as a mayor and council, will share in that excitement and that enthusiasm together. I want to provide an opportunity for the arts community to expand. We've worked very well with them over the last 11 years. I mean, our support has expanded, and it's going to expand a lot more under my administration. I'm going to provide them with the marketing and the promotional tools to promote our municipality. And the exciting part of what I want to do is I want to create this cultural mosaic in Stouffville, where we honor a specific culture once a month, to sit back and say whether we have a parade, but we'll have ribbon cutting opportunities for each of the different cultures. We'll have entertainment, we'll have music, we'll have food. We can get the restaurants to feature the different food. We can get the entertainment groups like yourself, like WhiStle, to feature the kinds of music and show the art of the different cultures in the halls of the town hall, in the art center, in the art gallery, in the leisure services center. So each month to celebrate a different culture and a different art group. I want to bring people out of their homes and to be part of this community so that, again, we can all celebrate together. The artists and the art gallery are so excited about this opportunity to now have a more expanded role in the town.
Yes.
And define where they want to go and what they want to do. I want to take to the streets. On a monthly basis, I'm going to take to the streets, and I'm going to use you.
Yes.
WhiStle Radio. I'm
Yes.
going to use Rogers Cable. I'm going to use Free Press. I'm going to use the Sun Tribune and the Stouffville Review. And we're all going to get together once a month at a business.
Yes.
And I'm going to promote this business. And I'm going to go there and I'm going to say, come out. And I'm going to use my marketing and my promotional personnel and financial tools to get this out there. I'm giving you an example. On Monday, January the 1st, I will be hosting a mayor's morning coffee and tea at WhiStle Radio.
Right.
We're going to provide a whole history of WhiStle Radio in the paper so people can read about you, and people can be informed about you. Come down here, meet the mayor, meet the member of council, have all the press people here, do a history on it, do the exposure, the promotions, the marketing for WhiStle Radio. And next month, we're going to go to Stouffville Fine Furniture.
Exactly.
And we're going to sit there and I'm going to have coffee and tea and cookies with everybody who wants to come out and meet the mayor. And I'm going to market it, I'm going to promote it, and I'm going to invite all the residents to come down and meet the owner of Stouffville Fine Furniture. And perhaps she'll offer a 10%, 15% discount, but you'll get a tea, you get a coffee, you get to talk to me. We'll be on Main Street together. I am going to make Main Street my office. I am going to spend time with residents. I'm going to spend time with businesses. I'm going to spend time with people who want to be out there with me and trying to build this community.
That is a beautiful and breathtaking vision. And I don't mean to be negative about anybody in the past. I think there's only so much anybody can do. But I do believe that a lot of emphasis has gone into sports, which is great. There's a tremendous need for sports, and I'm all in favor. It's a very healthy activity, especially for young people, but even for old people like me. It's a great thing. But it's also wonderful to have the arts and the cultural aspects of people's lives so supported and so sustained in your vision of what will go on. I just have a question now. I don't know if this will have any response at all from you, but what are you feeling 5 days after the provincial elections? I know that off air after our last talk, you described how you weren't able to go out and really start pitching your vision. You, by law, were not allowed to do that as long as the provincials were duking it out. And now that that's been resolved, you've had 5 whole days. So how has it been now? Are you just like ready to race, ready to go?
I've had my running shoes on for months now. I've never come out this far in advance and announced my intentions to run. And I was convinced by my committee members that, this is the thing to do. Now that we're going to step it up, let's step out early and let's get out there and get actively engaged in the community. So I was prepared to do that. Well, then they announced the provincial election, and that just put everything on hold. And, you've got all this energy and all this enthusiasm and all this excitement. I find that knocking on doors during an election period is the most exciting time for me in all of politics.
Wonderful. Because
I have the opportunity to meet with new people, to get new ideas, to get some exposure to people, but also to give you the opportunity to talk to me. Come on, ask me questions. What do you want to know about me? That's what's important in this election.
Yes.
It's so important, and I can't emphasize that enough to people, that I'd like each and every resident, each and every voter in Stouffville to spend 5 minutes, look at my resume, and look at the resumes of the other candidates who are running. As I've said, this is going to be the most important vote that you have ever made in Stouffville.
Yes.
It may be the easiest vote you've ever made.
Yes.
If I can put it very clearly.
Yes.
Look at my resume, compare my resume to the other candidates, and you'll see clearly where I stand, where I've been, and where I'm going.
Your strengths are so clear in terms of what you've actually experienced and what you've actually put together. The amount of information, the amount of energy that you've put into the community of Ward 2 has been astonishing. And in 11 years, you have grown and developed. you'd bring also all of that background from the police academies and from the policing that you did, not only as a policeman working with community, but then as a staff sergeant trying to manage 260 people, I think you said it was, 265, a lot of personalities, a lot of diversity, a lot of everybody wants to go their own way, and somehow it was up to you to bring all that together. So your entire history of your life has been spent working in pressurized situations, if we can put it that way, with people who have very strong ideas of where they want to go, and you are going to do that to whatever extent you can within the realm of a lot of other people's input as well.
The foundation of being a candidate for election in Stouffville is not being born in Stouffville,
No.
going to school in Stouffville,
No.
spending time with your family in Stouffville,
No.
and living your life like that.
Not anymore.
Not
that
anymore.
That was good 20 years ago. That was fine 10 years ago. Now we've got a $300 million budget. It's a corporation, and we have come of age. We are now an actual thriving metropolis, so to speak.
Absolutely. And what I'm putting on the table is this, that you may be born, you may have gone to school, and you may have had a job sometime in your life in Stouffville. But you know what? What have you done in Stouffville? What have you done for the community?
Exactly.
What volunteer work have you done? We all coached our kids hockey. We all coached our kids skating and baseball. We all coached our kids soccer. That's not a community activity. So I don't like, what have you done for the community? What fundraising have you done? What have you committed to from our hospitals and our health providers? What have you done for your neighbors and friends?
Exactly.
Being born and raised here does not make you a candidate to run for mayor.
It can't work anymore. I've been in Stouffville for as long as most people, I suppose, but I really have to say that it is time for all of that old fuzzy thinking to go out the window. We have to start looking at Stouffville as the metropolis, and as the metropolis that will be eventually part of the GTA. That's coming faster than we think, whether we like it or not. And we need people in council who can handle all of those changes in a really sophisticated, worldwide way, not, as you're saying, based in what the past has been, but except insofar as the past has they've proven their skills, their ability to work with these dynamic experiences and dynamic crises and opportunities that we're all going to be facing. I can't say enough of thank you for this, Councillor Bannon. I really appreciate sitting across from you and listening to your vision, and I'm looking forward to next month when, again, we'll be talking with you and finding out more about where you are on the campaign trail.
Charlene, I can't thank you enough for inviting me here and giving me the opportunity to let people know where we're going and what we're going to be doing together, because it's very important. This is the most important vote people are ever going to make in the history of Stouffville. It's
absolutely true what you say. Well, thank you, Stouffville, for listening. This is Charlene for another program of Off the Top, WhiStle Radio 102.7 FM. Thanks to Joe Burton for the extra and intro music, and thank you to Gary Burke for his wonderful tech wizardry. We're all in the same boat here in Stouffville, and the boat is about to rise as the tide gets bigger. So be kind to your friends and neighbors. Take care of each other, and vote. Vote, vote, vote. Prepare to vote. Most important. Bye for now.